Hi, my friends. Welcome to the Diamond Painting Effect with Cori. I'm Cori, and today is Animals in August Wednesday that I am doing along with Stitching in the Interlake Ava. And we are working on Animals in August, and today's the last day that we'll be working on them. And I chose to work on the winter bluebird again. I'll put a picture of what the image is taken from. I'll put that up in here somewhere. And here's the thumbnail right there. I thought this is pretty. It's full of all the blues and purples and all that. Hank of thread is beautiful, and with all the threads in it. So next month, the challenge that Ava has for us is samplers in September, and we'll talk about that. I did not finish any of my animals for Animals in August. I didn't choose one to do. I worked on different animals through the month. I think I did work on Bluebird, at least one of the videos. I know I did the fox in the window scene. These are the seasonal ones. I almost finished it. I just have to do the back stitching. And I did this one in half cross stitch, which I'm not sure how I feel about it, because I would have liked to have done all of these. I don't have them all yet, but I'd like to get them all. This was for the month of January. And the problem with doing it on the half cross stitch is I don't know if y'all can tell, but the whole thing got skewed. It's a little misleading because this is further over to here, so I think it looks worse than it really is. But it's all, the whole pattern's got skewed to this, it's not straight up and down on there. And so I know that one of the problems I have with my stitching is I tend to go tight. Even when I try to do loose, I like to do that little jerk at the end as I do my stitch, and to make my stitches snug. So I have more of a fear of having loose stitches, which causes me to have tight stitches. So, but that was the one I came closest to finishing, and I haven't washed it out, so I think it will look better when it gets washed out, because you can still see through the background because I did it in half stitch. The thing holding me back on this one now is the back stitch. I've done maybe a third of it. I've mostly gotten around the window, but there's more to do in the middle. So I just need to get that out and finish it up is what I need to do. But I have that problem when I get towards the end of a project. I just file it away and don't go back to it. For the samplers, I pulled out some of my options for doing samplers. I have a lot. I have too many, really. And like I said, I think I have another bin over there I never even went through. But one of them is I got these season samplers. I have the summer, autumn, winter, and I have completed this one already in 11 count, but I want to do it in a 14 count so they'll all be the same. And spring, and I have this summertime sampler that I really wanted to do, but I've had so many other things happening that I never got to that this year. And I don't know, maybe I'll pull that one out. I don't know which ones I'm going to do yet. This is another one that I've mostly finished. And I just quit working on it, if I can find it. So that will be a goal for me, is to go ahead and finish this one up. This is a good excuse to get this one finished up. I believe, I'm trying to think. I'm looking. I think all I have to do on this is a back stitch, but there is a bit of back stitch on this one. So anyway, I don't know. Y'all may have remembered me working on this one. This one was fun to do. I really do like working on samplers. This was meant to be rolled up and it ended up getting smushed, so I'm going to fold it to put it back in the kit. I know Stitching with Laura is talking about how she's gone from rolling to going ahead and folding. And I have just gotten to the point in my life where I'm thinking about going to rolling instead of folding. Those are my stamped kits. Put those over there. No, I may have some more over here too that are a stamped kit. I have the warm wishes. I thought I already showed that one, but anyway, I have, this one is my Pedigree of Honey. I have already started this one, and I won't have the lofty goal of finishing it, but this is my progress on it. The Pedigree of Honey. It says the pedigree of honey does not concern the bee. A clover any time to him is aristocracy. So that's a sampler that I would work on also. If I can get it folded up and back in the kit. The biggest problem with rolling them to store them is I need a completely different way to organize them. And this this one is my counted cross stitch that is like a sampler. This is one where I kind of, it's a sampler of Christmas teapots. And I've been working on this one, and I've been showing you this the last couple of episodes, my progress on this one. So I've got lots to choose from, and those are just the ones that are already kitted up. I have a lot of patterns over here that would count as a sampler. Let's see, we have this one from Stitchin' Mommy. I haven't started it yet because I need to figure out a way to get the temperatures that's consistent, and I either have to start keeping track or find out how I can find them, the historical ones. Someone told me one website you can get them, and I went and I couldn't get them. This one here, it could be a sampler. I'm only going to show you the edge of it. They're jars with summer activities in them. But I can't find a picture of the whole thing together. But anyway, there's that. This is an Alforce embroidery pattern, and it's a Treasure Island stitch along, and that it has different motifs all the way through there that I don't know that I'm not sure that counts as a sampler. This one is also from Alforce Embroidery. I downloaded it because it was free. I'm not crazy about it, but it was a free sampler, and so I went ahead and tried to get it. And then okay, there's this one. I already showed that one. This is another one of the jars. This is Christmas memory jars. And this is kind of like how the other one was with it's the summer fun, is what that other one was. This was another free sampler. I think I got this from Hirschner's, and I think it's still there. A free sampler, free stitch. And then there's this one that his name is Jesus. So I've got lots to choose from, and who knows which way I'll go. But lots and lots of stitching. Lots and lots of stitching to go. And on this one, on the Bluebird, Winter Bluebird, I'm going to, there's a symbol right here that is a red circle. And if we look over here, and it's the 19th color in the kit, and it's color number 796 for DMC. And so that's where I'll be working, right here in the body of this bird. And we'll start over here and get going. So how are you guys doing? I'm doing well. I had a pretty smooth week. I've been able to spend a lot of time stitching and working on my goals that I have set up. I did decide one of my goals was, I made this claim that I wanted to try and finish up that panel on my European town, and it's not going to happen. I was a little bit overzealous on that one. So I'm going to change that goal to working on it every day with vigor. But I will not be able to finish that panel this week. And I think that stitch is off. I'm going to have to pull it out. It's just not right. This color is a royal blue color. And I think what happened is I just didn't come up in the right place. Oh, this was my loop, so I'm not going to be able to pull it out that way. So, y'all got to see my beautiful back. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that out easily, real quick. Okay, so I came up in the hole right there. I think I can do this the way you're not supposed to. I saw a link on Facebook that, oh my gosh, somebody they just asked how to make their backs look better on their stitches, and there as many people as there are opinions on how to make your back look good and whether or not it's important. And all I have to say about it is, if your piece can lay flat, that's the most important thing. Is if you want to display it, you want it to lay nicely. And so I am starting to care more about how my backs look, but it takes so much more time to do it that way. Okay, I found the spot. There we go. Here we go. Gunther did join us, by the way. And so, you know, it really is up to you. You're the one doing the project, so however you want to do it is how you can do it, is what I say. If it's important to you, you make it look nice. I still don't really understand how you can make the back look like the front with confetti, because you've got to have a place for your tails to go, and you've got one stitch of one color. You've got to have a tail going one way and another tail going the other day. I guess you can make the tails go in the same direction, but there's a tail. There's no way that tail is going to look like the front. Someone said that there's some person that makes the back, that can make the back a completely different picture. I don't understand how that works. One person said when she took hers to be framed, the back was so good that they framed the back instead of the front. And I thought, wow, that's kind of different. I did a couple of unboxings last week, and it looks like I have another package. It's in Houston, according to tracking, so it could be here any day now. So I'll have it, and that one's from a new store, new to me, I had never heard of it, and I was honored that they reached out to me. So I'm looking forward to that one. One of the ones I did last week was an unboxing. They give us a budget of how much we can spend, and you kind of get close to it, to the limit. And I saw this I think it was a 50 by 70 stamped cross stitch pattern that was called Fairy Garden. And honestly, I didn't like it. I mean, it didn't look like the fairy gardens that new style that everybody's been doing. It did not. It wasn't one of those really pretty ones. Quite frankly, I thought it was ugly. But it was only $1.90 something. It was under $2. And so I thought, well, that rounds out my budget. I'll go ahead and get that one and use it for threads. And so I come to find out that brought it to their attention that it had been mislabeled, and that the price was $16. And so they went ahead and let me have it. But I can't, in the meantime, they took it down. So I can't even find the picture of what it's supposed to look like. And looking at the canvas is not enlightening at all. So I have a feeling I just got me a bunch of thread, which I'm fine with. I'm happy with that. But I would never have chosen that picture for $16. I would have chosen something I liked more. So I don't know if they pretty much figured out it was an ugly kit, or did I say that? But my way of thinking was that was just a way to get some threads, extra thread, and I'll just put that into my mother load of threads and use it that way. But you guys, you be on the lookout for things like that. That's a good way to build your thread stash. And sometimes I wonder, some of these kits that I start and I lose my luster for, at what point do I decide to do that with the thread? I don't know. But I've got a couple of kits that I want to start, and my problem now is fabric. They're mostly larger size, so I don't have just pieces of fabric laying around for them. And I mean, I know I probably shouldn't talk about finances, but finances is a real problem for me right now. So it's my electricity bills doubled, and I am so sorry, I bumped the thing. I bumped the thing. But anyway, uh, so I have all these projects I want to start. Most of them are counted cross stitch. Some are these stamped cross stitch kits. And yeah. But I'm excited about doing these stamped cross stitch stuff. Uh, they they really are my favorite to do. I I don't know why I don't get them out and do them. So thank you, Ava, for doing this challenge. I'm anxious to see what her next challenge is going to be. It really is helping me with my stash, getting my stash gone through, giving a focus for that. I think when I do my little goal setting thing, I usually set about 5 goals for my stitching, and I think I'm going to have to just let up on that. I I'm just going to have it. I'm starting to feel it. It's like yesterday, I really, literally, that's all I did was work on my goals, on that, my 5 goals, and it took all day to do that, and I realized I cannot do that every day, and so part of it is when I say I'm going to work on something every day, I don't need to work on. I don't need to work for an hour or two on it. I can just do a strand if I want to do that. So maybe that's how I'll deal with that issue. But the trying to finish that panel, I realized there were some areas that still have large, like individual colors through the groundwork there. There's still some large areas that need to be covered in the same colors. And I just, uh, looking at it, it didn't seem to be that way, but when I actually sat down to try to figure it out, I saw that it really wasn't going to be doable. There's a lot of different colors with small patches, and I thought, well, maybe I'll do a couple of those a day, and then that would work. But the color that I'm working on now across the bottom, I'll be lucky if I finish just that color this week. So I've been giving it an honest go. The color I started on Monday has been finished. There we go. I'm gonna have to restart it. I just cut that because I can't stand it when they get uneven on the ends. I don't know how that happens. I don't know if I didn't check it right when I started, or if that's just how unevenly they're getting spread on the fabric. But so, we have that unboxing to look forward to this week, and I think I'm going to be able to finish the Paint with Friends diamond painting. I made a lot of progress on that yesterday, and it's just like the cross stitch. You look like you're almost done, but when they're all scattered, it's actually more than it seems. So, but I really think that one is really close to being completed, and I'll be excited because I'll finish a Paint with Friends. There's another one starting. I really wasn't planning to get in another one because I don't know, I just was feeling the pressure. But it's a diamond painting that we started but I'm going to work on it's another Disney Paint with Friends. And so it'll give me an opportunity to work on that one again. I not probably won't finish it again because that one is a large one, but I can certainly work on it. So Daniel's doing well. Hey, we had a little visit yesterday, just real quick. He's doing well. He's load to load, and he didn't have to waste a whole lot of time over the weekend. I think it was only about a day he had to wait to deliver on Monday. Usually he's waiting the whole weekend lately. So I want you to all take care, and I will see you again in the next one.